This one was personal. And you can feel that personal issue that Wendy just talked about with Nico Harrison on the sideline before the game, watching the two not address each other, that awkwardness. And when Luka made that three, there was a part of me, of course, that thought he was staring at the bench. There was also a big part of me that, as somebody who's spiteful, and I call myself Petty LaBelle sometimes, and seeing how LeBron and Luka are that way too. Like it almost felt like Luka was searching for Nico Harrison. He was searching for management.
Boy has the ear. 5-point lead, 10 points for Luka.
A pregame warm-up. Here he is again. Is he hot? He's red hot! The dime!
Luka Doncic is no longer wearing Mavericks blue. He's now in the iconic purple and gold of the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers pulled off the impossible, landing one of the most exciting talents in basketball. The whole league was stunned. Normally, when a team parts ways with a superstar, there's a reason: contract issues, locker room problems, or a trade request. But this time, the Mavericks let Luka go without any clear explanation. After trading away the best player in franchise history, coach Jason Kidd tried to downplay Luka's impact, saying that with Luka gone, everyone would get more shots. As if simply getting more field goal attempts made up for losing a generational playmaker, leader, and the best chance for another championship. He never even mentioned Luka by name or acknowledged what Luka meant to the team. If Jason Kidd's explanation didn't make sense, Mavs GM Nico Harrison's response was worse. When asked about the trade that sent Luka away for Anthony Davis, Harrison shrugged and said, "Time will tell if I'm right." That was his defense for one of the worst trades in NBA history. Not a clear plan or any confidence, just a vague statement. But time had already told the story. Luka was a once-in-a-generation talent. He'd already led the Mavericks to the NBA Finals and was the kind of player you build around, not give up on. The Mavericks knew they had made a massive mistake, but instead of admitting it, they tried to control the narrative. When that didn't work, they leaked false concerns and tried to attack Luka's character, making him seem like the problem. The rumors started right after the trade, with insiders claiming Luka was lazy, had weight issues, and a bad lifestyle. They predicted his health would cause problems in the future. It wasn't just criticism, it was an attempt to tarnish Luka's legacy before he even had a chance to defend himself. Luka never responded to these rumors. No interviews, no social media shots, no public complaints. But if the Mavericks thought they'd have the last word, they were wrong. Luka's revenge tour was about to begin. His first game as a Laker wasn't just about getting comfortable. It was a statement. Luka controlled the game, set the tempo, and showed the league what was coming. By the end of the game, the NBA world was buzzing. Luka's debut wasn't just a solid performance, it was a warning to everyone. Then came what JJ Redick would later call the blackout episode, where Luka turned the game into his own. Defenders couldn't stop him. He hit step-back threes, made perfect passes, and finished through contact without missing a beat. Luka was locked in, and the game was at his mercy. The Mavericks may have traded him, but Luka wasn't going to fade away, he was going to haunt them.
I told him this morning that I want at least one blackout episode where he's screaming indiscriminately at no one in particular because he's excited. That means he's back. That's the Luka I know, the killer.
This wasn't just a great shooting game. It was a superstar showing a level that only a few players in NBA history have reached. In that moment, the Mavericks' decision looked even worse because Luka wasn't just playing well, he was playing like the best in the world. Then came the moment that changed everything. A no call that showed Luka's mindset. He drove to the basket, took contact, but there was no foul called. Most players would complain, but Luka powered through, made the shot, and kept going. He was showing he didn't need calls or respect. He was going to dominate no matter what. Luka wasn't just beating teams, he was making them look bad. This was the moment the league realized Luka wasn't just on a revenge mission. He was taking over the NBA. Defenders got more physical, teams threw extra bodies at him, and the trash talk went up, but Luka embraced it. Instead of backing down, he made them pay, turning every challenge into a highlight. One foul by Chris Dunn could have seriously hurt Luka, but Luka didn't even react, he just got back to playing. When Luka hits big shots, he doesn't just score, he makes sure the opponents know it. He gave his defender a stare after hitting a clutch three, showing he was in control. Luka's offensive skills are incredible, but he's also proving he can dominate on defense. He makes game-changing plays on both ends of the floor, and his trick shots in warm-ups turn into effortless shots during games. He can hit difficult shots over top defenders, and even when he's covered, he still makes the shot like it's nothing. Luka isn't just a scorer, he's a playmaker too. He makes everyone around him better, and that's why the Lakers are playing their best basketball in years. He doesn't get rattled, he just answers with buckets. Opponents can't slow him down, they can only watch and hope he misses. When it came to his first game against the Mavericks after leaving, Luka made sure to remind them exactly what they lost. The atmosphere was intense, and Luka was locked in. The Mavericks tried to be physical with him, but all it did was fuel his fire. Every shot he made felt like a punch to the Mavericks, and when he drilled a step-back three and stared them down, it was clear Luka was unstoppable. Luka dominated every aspect of the game, showing the Mavericks they made the biggest mistake in franchise history by trading him. The Mavericks thought they could move on, but Luka made sure they'd never forget him. Since joining the Lakers, Luka hasn't just maintained his dominance, he's improved. He's playing at a higher level than anyone expected. With LeBron and Austin Reeves, he's helped turn the Lakers into a serious title contender. And Luka's not just playing well, he's enjoying every moment of it. After hitting a deep shot, he danced to the beat, soaking in the spotlight and showing the world that he's in control. The Lakers have turned a corner since Luka's arrival. They're no longer struggling, they're thriving. Luka and LeBron are dominating together, controlling the pace of the game. Their chemistry is seamless, and plays like Luka's perfect full-court pass to LeBron prove they're one of the most dangerous duos in NBA history. The Lakers have gone from struggling to legitimate contenders.